Hello and welcome to a video where we will take a look at 10 things you didn't know about India, which is a country with a rich culture and a long and fascinating history. From beautiful monuments to the world's largest democracy. Before we start, I just want to say that I can see that only 96% of you are watching my videos without subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoy the video. India is a country with a rich and diverse culture and traditions, and one of the ways this is expressed is through language. In fact, India is known for having one of the world's largest linguistic diversities. According to official records, the Indian government recognizes more than 22 different languages as official languages in the country. These languages include Hindi, English, Bengali, Telugu, Tamil, Gujarati, Punjabi, and many more. In addition to these official languages, Indians speak more than 720 dialects and regional languages, which vary from state to state and region to region. It is important to note that many Indians are multilingual and speak more than one language in their daily lives. This reflects the country's linguistic and cultural diversity and is a strength for India as a whole. But even though the diversity of languages and dialects may seem overwhelming, the languages play a crucial role in connecting Indians across regions and social strata and in preserving and celebrating the country's various cultural traditions. Delhi, the capital of India, is home to more than 100,000 street children struggling to survive in a world without proper housing or food. These children are often abandoned by their families or have fled their homes due to poverty or violence. Without a secure place to live or a stable income, they are forced to live on the streets and face the risks that come with it. Many of these street children live in terrible conditions and are vulnerable to various forms of abuse, including sexual abuse, violence, and exploitation. They are also vulnerable to diseases and injuries due to the dangers of living on the streets, such as traffic accidents and substance abuse. There are several organizations and NGOs in Delhi working to help these street children. They offer temporary shelter, education and health care, as well as food and other necessities. But despite these efforts, the problem of street children remains a challenge for Delhi and for all of India. India is known for its large population and diversity, and one of the most notable families in the country is the Channa family, which is part of a religious sect that practices polygamy. The Channa family is one of the world's largest families and consists of 181 members, including 39 children and 94 grandchildren. The family lives in a large building in a small village in northeastern India and has its own school and farm. The family is led by Zayana Channa, who is the patriarch of the family and has 39 wives who all live together with him and his children and grandchildren. While it may seem overwhelming to have so many people in one family, the Channa family has a well-functioning structure and organization. They have developed their own routines and systems to ensure that all family members have their needs met and live a good life. However, while the Channa family is a remarkable story of a large and well-functioning family, it is also important to note that polygamy is illegal in India. India is known for its rich culture and religion, and one of the most notable features of the country is the large number of temples found throughout it. There are over 300,000 active temples in India, making it one of the most religious countries in the world. Temples in India are not only religious sites, but also cultural and historical landmarks. Many of these temples are built of stone and marble and are adorned with beautiful sculptures and paintings that reflect India's rich cultural and artistic heritage. Varanasi, also known as Benares, is a city in the northern part of India and is one of the oldest and most sacred cities in the country. The city is located along the banks of the Ganges River and is an important pilgrimage destination for Hindus. Varanasi is considered to be the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, with a history that dates back more than 5,000 years. The city has been an important trade and religious center for centuries and is known for its rich culture and history. The city is known for its many temples and sacred sites, and it is said that a visit to Varanasi can help a person achieve moksha or liberation from reincarnation according to Hinduism. The city is also known for its ghats, which are the steps leading down to the Ganges River and are used by Hindus for religious rituals and bathing in the river. Varanasi is a colorful and chaotic city, filled with life and activity. The city has a rich music and art scene, and its streets are filled with markets, stalls, and shops selling everything from religious artifacts to crafts and clothing. Although Varanasi has a rich history and culture, the city also faces many challenges, including overpopulation, pollution, and poverty. Nevertheless, Varanasi remains an important part of India's heritage and a sacred city for millions of people. Shani Shingnapur is a small village located in the western part of the Indian state of Maharashtra. It is a notable village because its houses and shops have no doors or locks, yet it has a very low crime rate. The village is known for its devotion to the god Shani, who is considered a protector against evil and misfortune. It is said that god Shani protects the village, and therefore its inhabitants do not need to lock their doors. Instead of doors, many of the houses and shops in Shani Shingnapur have only a curtain or a piece of cloth that serves as a kind of privacy barrier. Many of the village's residents believe that if they trust in god Shani and show trust in their neighbors, they will not experience any crime. There is no police station in Shani Shingnapur, and it is notable that the village has a very low crime rate. In fact, no major crime has been reported in the village for many years. Shani Shingnapur has attracted attention from both Indian and foreign visitors due to its unique practice of not having locks on doors. It has also led to a discussion about whether this practice can work in other communities where crime rates are higher. Taj Mahal is one of the world's most famous and iconic buildings, located in the city of Agra in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. The building is known for its stunning architecture and beauty and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of the world. Taj Mahal was built in the mid-17th century at the request of Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died during the birth of their 14th child. Shah Jahan was so devastated by her death that he decided to build a monument in her honor that would be recognized as one of the greatest and most impressive in the world. The construction of Taj Mahal began in 1632 and lasted almost 22 years. The building was created by a number of talented architects and craftsmen who used materials and techniques from around the world. The result was a masterpiece of Indian, Persian, and Islamic architecture that combines elegant arches, domes, minarets, and a magnificent white marble facade. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are 2 archipelagos located in the Indian Ocean off the coast of India. These islands are known for their unspoiled beauty, beautiful beaches, and lush vegetation. But what may not be well known is that there are more than 100,000 active volcanoes under the sea around these archipelagos. These volcanoes are part of a subduction zone where the Indian plate meets the Burmese plate. This tectonic boundary is known for its seismic activity and can lead to earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. While most of these volcanoes are not visible from the surface, there have been some cases of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes in the area. These eruptions can cause tsunamis and have serious consequences for the surrounding communities. Unfortunately, poverty is a serious problem in India, where more than 270 million people live below the poverty line of less than $1.90 per day. This makes India the country with the largest number of people living in poverty in the world. Poverty in India is often caused by a range of complex factors, including high population density, economic inequality, lack of access to education and healthcare, as well as low productivity in agriculture and other sectors. Unfortunately, it's a sad fact that India has the highest number of suicides in the world. According to statistics from the World Health Organization, WHO, there are more than 230,000 suicides reported in the country each year. This is a worrying situation, and it's important to understand the reasons behind this high incidence of suicide. Factors such as poverty, unemployment, mental illness, family problems, and social pressure are some of the main causes of suicide in India. The suicide rate is higher among women than men in the country. Additionally, it's notable that many of the suicides reported in India occur in rural areas where access to mental health care is limited. The government of India has taken several initiatives to address this serious situation. Several mental health care programs and services have been introduced in the country, such as the establishment of crisis centers and hotlines that provide counseling and support to people struggling with mental health issues.
Did you like the video? Then don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe.